King King.
Do you guys like Noctis? He sucks. I can say he sucks. He sucks.
And the entire hell is going on with fighting games right now. First we got the Ninja Turtles and Injustice. Now we got Noctis and fucking Tekken 7. Next thing you know, we gonna have Cuphead and Marvel vs. Capcom.
Wow, that was sick. Noctis from Final Fantasy 15 and Tekken 7?
I can't tell you how big of a fan I am.
Woo!
I'm talking enough, right?
Yo. What's going on? I'm back.
I'm not sure what I talking about.
Noctis reveal. Obviously, I know about it, so we're going to talk about it.
Okay, I hope happy Merry Christmas.
Oh man, the thought was quite
Okay, well, like you said, happy next year.
Right, so I know a lot of people don't like the fact that Noctis is in the game. This is a reaction video, kind of a breakdown as well about Noctis, because not a lot of people know about Noctis and who he is. Let me just pause it. Obviously, Noctis comes from Final Fantasy 15, which is a game that globally done really well. They have a mobile app game for it, which a lot of people have. Even when I'm on the tube and stuff in London and stuff, I see a lot of people. I see people play the game. Like, it's weird. A lot of people have this Final Fantasy 15 app. 15 game on their mobile phones. Noctis is the main character for Final Fantasy 15. Do I feel like Noctis being in the game is a good thing? Yeah. I potentially think it's gonna boost up the sales of the season pass. I also feel like it's a good move, and it's a step in the right direction for maybe future content. So, you know, if this season pass does do well, then what will happen is that maybe there's room for legacy characters. So, you know, like you had Tekken 5 that came out, people was able to purchase it. Then you had Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection, and that had Armor King and Lily as two of the other characters that were involved in the game. I think Dragunov was another character. Or was Dragunov in T5? I think Dragunov was in T5 DR. I'm unsure. I think Dragunov was in T5 DR. I'm not too sure. But anyways, moving on from that, I generally feel like having Noctis in the game, yeah, he has loads of swords and he looks like a fantasy character. People were like, oh yeah, Noctis looks like a rip-off of Sasuke from Naruto. But if you get your facts right, Noctis' hairstyle was like that before Sasuke. If you remember, this Noctis was not even a character. There was no name for him. There was a video that was meant to be out on the PS3 from what I believe, and it was Final Fantasy 13 Versus. So, you know, Final Fantasy 13 and Final Fantasy 13 Versus were two different games. But then Final Fantasy 13 Versus, I think that got abandoned and it went to Final Fantasy 15. So yeah, you lot need to get that off. Yeah, he kind of does have that boy band look to him. Again, I don't think it's that much of an issue. Maybe, and just maybe in the customization, they might even change it to he can change into another one of the Final Fantasy characters. Maybe that's something they'll add in. I have no idea. But what I do know is the character looks quite fun. When I first watched the video, I'm not going to lie, I generally thought, wow, why is this character in the game? Why not Tifa or Sephiroth or Zell or, you know, a character that actually has martial arts in a Final Fantasy game? And, you know, again, it's to boost sales. There's a lot of people playing Final Fantasy and they're releasing it on PC if they haven't already. I'm sure they're releasing it on PC next year if it's not already. I'm unsure of the timings of that because I was more interested in the PS4 version, which I've completed already. So yeah, Noctis being in Tekken 7, I know the hardcore people are gonna complain. Like that's just a no-brainer. The hardcore people are gonna complain purely because he's not a martial arts character, you know. But I would rather prefer him than have Gon back in the game, because you couldn't even grab Gon and he was just the small character. You know, he was just Gon is. I just prefer a character that is actually a fighting character. Okay, he has swords and an axe and all of these things, and yeah, he flies up in the sky. He's got a warp strike and stuff, and I understand where people are coming from. But Tekken has gone off the rails since, I'd say, T5, No, not of T5. It's T6. Sorry. You know, Alyssa can take off her head and give it to you, and her head explodes. You know, there's loads of different things. You know, Jinpachi shoots out fire out of his belly. What's wrong with that? Like, you guys have been accepting this from ages. Yeah, Kazuya's been able to shoot lasers since Tekken 2, sorry. So why would you not accept a guy that could just have swords and axe come from nowhere and just slash you? It's just whatever, innit? I would have preferred, I know a lot of people wanted that guy from Yakuza, but which one would bring in sales? That's the best thing you got to think about. This is what it's about. And yeah, I know people love the game and they love Tekken and stuff, but Tekken, people behind Tekken, this is a business, right? You guys got to remember that it's a business. If there's no money being pumped into the game, how are they meant to do DLC content? This is what you have to think about. If there's money being pumped into the game, and there's DLC content, people pay for season pass. Like hell, I haven't even bought the season pass, but I know I'm gonna buy it today because Noctis is in, and Geese and Noctis. You know, I do hope they bring more costumes and stuff in, because I'm not gonna lie to you, the season pass is limited. It's very, very limited. Like, you need to bring like maybe a couple more stages and stuff in, but that's for another video. But now Noctis being in the game and Noctis having his stage, Geese coming into the game, Geese having his stage, I think it's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie. But I feel like enough of me talking. We should have known, one more thing, we should have known that a Final Fantasy character was going to come in, because Cup Noodles, Nissan Cup Noodles, is in Final Fantasy 15. If you play the game, you would know. Like, it's in the game. Like, it was a special advertisement in Final Fantasy 15. And then on top of that, it's a sponsor for the Tekken World Tour. So you should have known. But yeah, it is what it is. Alright, cool. Well, without further ado, let's go into the breakdown of the video. We're not gonna do a reaction video. I already know what happens. I'm gonna film this. Resident Evil? I said Resident Evil at the start. I thought it was Resident Evil. What the? I should have known by the phone calling. Yeah, you hear people say Noctis already. Yeah, I knew from the jacket and the glove. I was so gassed. I recorded on my phone. I uploaded it to Facebook and everything. I was like, yo, snap. I got in the way. I was excited. Look at everyone. There's Z as well. There's a couple other people. Everyone was like proper hype for it. And that part where it's got the mission part, that's in Final Fantasy 15. The way it has the mission part at the front. Where it has the title and stuff. You start seeing it all throughout the video. I'll explain. Those are his friends as well that are in Final Fantasy 15 game. You roll around with them. Those are his guardians, his bodyguards. Ignis. That one's Prompto over there, and Gladius is over the big guy. That's Gladius right there. Promptus is that guy as well. He uses camera and his guns. He's quite funny. Ignis is the one that cooks the food as well for them. Ignis cooks up the cup noodles, by the way. But yeah, look. And this is the theme song for the battle themes. So he's able to summon different weapons. So maybe I should make this a bit more. So that's called a warp strike. There's gonna be a certain time I'm gonna stop. So what a warp strike is that when you have, like, say for example, what's the best way to describe it is the best way to describe it is he used it to climb on to different types of scenery. So, you know, if, say for example, he's on a mountain, he needs to get to another side, he will use the warp strike to get to somewhere. If it's big opponents or big beasts and enemies, he would use it to a certain part of their body and warp strike to get up. So yeah, that's what warp strike is. He literally throws his lance or sword to wherever he's going and just hangs on to them and then just throws it again to go to somewhere else. could be hella punishable though. And he's able to do like lightning, fire types of stuff as well. Like that. That looks like a wild standing 2-1. Just for the looks of things. That looks crazy. Look at the range. Nice. So that looks like So if you watch closely, yeah, it looks like he has like a demo man that Paul has, which is like a sweep and then a 2 hits coming up after it. Look, watch this. Sweep, bam, bam. That looks quite sick. And he has a parry as well. You see the parry? That parry is quite sick. Watch the parry. So he does like 2 hits to parry. And then look, another thing, that's like a mission where it changes, it upgrades the mission. And it says, so this is the reason why people were laughing about that part is because obviously we know that Kuma's a bear, he's not a beast. And in Final Fantasy 15, when you're doing missions, you are when you're doing the side missions, or the side quests, you're hunting for beasts. So it was like, okay, cool, you know, he's hunting for a bear. So it was quite funny, and that's why people was laughing in the venue. It's pretty cool. And he's red in this stage, so you can rage. Look, this is everyone in this game, so let's use rage up. So it looks like an over-the-top rage up, you know, like, you know, bare things happening. People would be excited to see him. He's gonna be in spring 2018. Yes. See? So when people were saying, oh yeah, no one makes no hype or anything like that, I was there. I'm telling you, everyone was ridiculously hyped for it. Some people might be confused. The hardcore gamers will definitely be confused because they don't know who Noctis is. Noctis is not as popular as Cloud or Squall from the other Final Fantasy games yet. But, you know, he's around to stage, you know what I mean? Around to stay. He doesn't appear in story mode, so there we go.
Wow, that was sick. Noctis from Final Fantasy 15 and Tekken 7?
I can't tell you how big of a fan I am.
But you know, alright, so see, if you watched another video of Eris, you will understand why everyone, well, the viewers, because I watch Eris. I think Eris is a very funny streamer. If you watch these other streams when he was playing the game, then you would understand why it's actually funny. But yeah, I think Noctis will be a great. It's not going to be a great addition, sorry, to the hardcore gamers in terms of the players that actually play and compete in tournaments. They're just looking at it thinking, well, why have you added this character in over the guy from Yakuza or maybe someone else? You could have added in a better character. No. This is purely for money. And you got to remember, Bandai Namco is a business. If they don't have money pumping in, they can't do the additional content. So this is very good. Whereas Geese is good for the hardcore players that like King of Fighters and stuff. You got to remember, King of Fighters 14, I hate to say it, but it's not really striving on terms of like easy on the eyes in terms of like on Twitch and stuff like that. If you disagree with what I'm saying, type in King of Fighters 14 now. There's not a lot of people streaming the game. The game is a beautiful game. I think it's perfectly executed in terms of how fun it is. But in terms of like people watching and the viewership, there ain't really much people watching or keeping that eye on it right now. I don't know what that's because of, but either way, everyone from King of Fighters 14 that are looking for a game to play with Geese in it, they're gonna look for Tekken. So there's gonna be more people watching on Tekken 7. Do you see what I'm saying? And then with Noctis, there's so much people that play Final Fantasy. It's just ridiculously popular in like Asia. Ridiculously popular. So there's gonna be a lot more eyes on the game. Definitely, I think Final Fantasy is massive globally, anyways. But I don't think Final Fantasy 15 was that great compared to the other Final Fantasy games that I've played. But having him in the game will definitely spark an interest and a lot more eyes than what Tekken 7 has on it right now. So, do I think Noctis is a good in terms of like it being a traditional Tekken 7 game? No. But is it a good business move? Hell yes. Because then we can get more content. But I know, again, like I said, I've seen everyone complain about Noctis and stuff. But, you know, you just have to just understand this video and then you'll understand why it's there. And it will, you know, maybe Harada and Michael Murray will probably, you know, push forward for Legacy DLC, you know, later on down the line. And, you know, we'll probably get what we want. You know, I don't want to see Tekken 8 for now, that's for sure. But having Noctis in the game and then maybe DLC characters later on, I think that would be a good idea. But other than that, guys, this has been King J. Hope you enjoyed the video. And, yeah, see you guys soon. And girls, see you later. Peace.
Wow, that was sick. Noctis from Final Fantasy 15 and Tekken 7?
I can't tell you how big of a fan I am.
Woo!
I think you're speaking. Alright, I'm not even gonna pretend. The game sucks, right? But I have it here, right? Let me do some fishing. Stop fishing. Whoa. Damn, this game sucks. Yeah, this game sucks. I'm getting ready to flush it down the toilet. It's unplayable. The only thing that I liked about it was the, I liked, you know, these sweater dicks that this girl has. You need GameFly so you can return hot garbage games. Listen, good shit tuning in after I explained this shit already, but if you buy games from Amazon, you can return them if they suck. Thankfully, I bought this game from Amazon, and it sucks. But the cover of it looks pretty cool.